Hi friends, in this tutorial video we're going to connect node.js with Mongo DB, and we will be looking for doing some operations within Mongo DB. So let's get started. Let's first create a folder for our project files, node Mongo. For this project we need a node module called Mongo DB. So let's just install that module using npm node package manager Mongo DB. Okay. Hello friends, in this tutorial video we are going to connect node.js with MongoDB and perform some operations in MongoDB. So let's just get started. First of all, create a project folder. Let's name it node Mongo. Okay, go into node Mongo directory, and for this project we need a node module called Mongo DB. So just let's install it with npm git manager, and okay, we have successfully installed MongoDB module. Now let's create our first file to create a database in MongoDB. Create database.js. Okay, the first thing we are going to do is require MongoDB module and Mongo client variable. Okay, the second thing we need is default MongoDB port and URL on which it normally runs. In our case it's 27017, and at the end let's mention the database name that we are going to create. Let's name it company. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is connect Mongo URL, and this connection will return either an error or a database object. Okay, if error, throw error. Okay, and let's just console.log database successfully created, and close the database connection. That's it for creating the database in MongoDB. Let's go back to command line and run this project file node create. Okay, as you can see, the database has been successfully created. The next step in this tutorial video is to create a collection. A collection is similar to a table in MySQL or any other RDBMS database, but in Mongo we call it a collection. Okay, the next step is to create a collection in our newly created database company. So let's create a project file called create collection.js, and the settings we can just copy from our last project file, but do remember to remove the last database name, that was company. Okay, so we have the Mongo module, we have the URL. Okay, let's just connect with MongoDB URL function error db, and if error, throw error. Okay, var dbo is equal to db.db. Here we will mention the database name that we are going to create collection in. So our database that we created previously is company. Next step is to create the collection within this database, and let's name the collection employees or just an employee. Okay, and this will return us an error or it is a response. Okay, if error, throw error. Okay, and console.log collection successfully created. Okay, and do remember to close the database connection. Okay, that's it for creating the collection. Now let's go back to command line and run our project file for creating the collection. Okay, as you can see, collection successfully created. So we have successfully created the collection. Okay, now the next step is to insert some data within the collection. In Mongo DB, a record is called a document. So let's get started. Insert data, or let's just say create document.js. Okay, you can copy the first two settings from the previous project file, and let's create Mongo connect URL function error or db. Okay, and if error, throw error. Okay, and let's connect to our database db.db. In our case it's company. Okay, and now we are going to define our document. My doc is equal to, say, first name John, last name Doe, and designation, say, software engineer. Okay, so we have the record that we are going to insert into our collection, and let's do that. Your dot collection. So the collection name was employee, and insert one, and here we give the name of the collection, sorry, the name of the document, function error res, and if error, throw error, console.log. Okay, document successfully saved into collection. Okay, close the database connection. Okay, that's it. Okay, now we are ready to insert some data in our collection. Okay, there's a typo, so let's debug that. Okay, it's here, it's URL, it's not UR. Okay, let's go back to the terminal and run our program again. Okay, you can see the document has been successfully saved into the collection. Okay, the next step is to query our collection and fetch a record from the collection. So let's get started. Okay, Mongo find.js. Okay, oh, we already have that file now. No, it's not that one. Sublime Mongo query find.js. Okay, so we're copying the same settings from the previous file and connect URL. This will return us either a function or a database object. Okay, if error, throw error, var dbo equal to db.db, and our database name is company, dbo dot collection, and the collection name is employee, and what we want to find from the employee, let's just fetch one record without any query parameters from the employee collection. Okay, if error, throw error, so dot log, and just print the first name and last name of the employee, and close the database connection. Go back to the terminal and run this project file. Okay, you can see it has printed John Doe. So basically it has just returned one record from the database, and because we mentioned here the function find one, so it only returns one record. Now let's just modify this project file, and let's say if we want to fetch a particular record of some employee, so we mention query and we say first name, let's say Adam. We want to fetch records of employees whom first name is Adam, and just pass this query object in here. After employee, it's find and query. Okay, and convert the results to array, and here we give function array results. Okay, so let's go back to the command line and run the file again. Okay, let's debug that. And okay, so we have mentioned the company, we have mentioned the query dot collection, find query dot array, result dot result. Okay, first name, let's okay, result. So you can see that it has returned a record of an employee which have first name as Adam. Okay, what if we want to list down all the employees whom name start with letter J? So let's just modify our project file, and in the query we can use a regular expression and letter J, and save it. Go back to the command line and run our project file again. So you can see it has returned 3 records of employees where the first name is being started with the letter J. So in this tutorial video we have covered how to connect with MongoDB, how to create a collection in MongoDB, how to insert documents in a collection, and how to query the Mongo collection, and how to find specific records from the collection. That's it for this video. See you in next video. Thank you very much.